ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Come on.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
On the go.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Check. 7, Panther 60. Ready.
3rd long here for Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Steelers 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
He's dropping back to throw.
Pittsburgh.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
Motion a receiver left. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6.
Sanders going to look to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw now is Sanders. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns face a 4-point deficit.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game.
13. Browns 10.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Working now from the gun. Hits his running back. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
At the 3-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay,
First call here coming from the shotgun.
ready, set go.
Now Sanders. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up.
Set, 7 Pirates, set, ready.
Throwing again here, Sanders. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready. Now,
Sanders going to throw here on first. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Here we go, set. Hook.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Red. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Ready, ready.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. He put everything he had into this one. Well, a little bit of big completion block, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away, and that sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Cup 19, 2. 60.
They'll throw, third and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They send a man in motion. Looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he has enough room to gain about 4. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
70.
They'll go play action for Sanders. He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Mustang 19. Ready.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Sampson from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
60 Eagles, 60, 18, Pioneer, 18, Rattler, 19.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Way fine in his back, Nixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He finds Njoku, complete. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
20-yard line.
Cougar Knight, track.
From the red zone now. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason?
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Street, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They go play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Get it. 70,
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down. We've set it downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll get to Sampson here up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Mustang 19. Ready. Hawk, set, Warrior 70. Let's go.
From the red zone on 1st. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Play action, Sanders. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Here we go. Start.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's now 4 field goals for him, and he's doing his part to try and give him a chance to win this game. But one kicker, he's not going to overcome everything with this team. He needs his guys to start sending them out there for extra points, and his defense to start getting some stops.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Chased out to his right. And And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Buying some time left. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, in this drive. It's already into enemy territory.
Come on.
On first down, here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here. To the air on first down, Sanders. As the hook up again to Njoku. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready, right?
Sticking to the air here. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
70 Rangers, 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Sanders now on third down. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now within one score in the fourth. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defensive so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like the receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Hits his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Lob flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Running right with Sampson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He's got it at the 24. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw now. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll try it left with ETN. There he goes again. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
First down, play action. Rolling out to his left. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12.
37. Browns 25.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
His top target, Njoku, has another one. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Working inside the red zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it.
You knew it before this drive started. The field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus. And those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Now give. It's Etienne headed left. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And second down only works out for a yard. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.